Hello everyone, this is Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning May 9th, 2016. For this week, I'm going to be using the Archangel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and of course pulling a color card from the Secret Language of Color Oracle deck by Inna Segal. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, angelsouls444.com, the services page. If you would like to support me on Patreon, I'll leave all that info down below. And also, don't forget, I have my Vimeo channel now. So we have the May, love-themed readings, if you want to go check that out. And of course, still, my course is up on how to perceive your angels. So let's get going here. And just to let you know, as we get clear and breathe, for June, it seems like a lot of people wanted, for the Vimeo channel, they wanted it to be health themed, which is awesome. You guys always surprise me, and I just love that about you. I really thought you guys would still stick with the love or want career or something like that, but a lot of people wanted health. So I think the way I'm going to pose that, we're going to take the health approach physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever's going to come up for each sign. Okay, so we're going to take a very broad perspective on health. So let's tune in here. I was a little nervous about recording this one this week because for the whole week I've been getting this big message about false prophets. Now, if you've gotten a personal reading from me recently, this has come up probably for you in the personal reading as well. But for everybody, the angels are asking us to be very, very cautious about getting hung up on someone's persona, okay? So I think what's happening is we are grabbing too tightly to the coattails of certain authors, certain teachers, and then misusing the things that are coming through for us. For example, somebody might go off and say, well, I took a one-day seminar with this person. Now I'm qualified to go out and start giving everybody messages. Maybe, if you feel ready, of course. But I think what they're saying is people are just thinking that just because they have that piece of paper, that's what qualifies them. God qualifies you to do whatever kind of healing work, whatever kind of work you came here to do. So I guess the thing is a lot of people are just sort of running away with those things because everyone is, in the message I'm getting even now, let me just settle into this for a second. We're so hungry for an identity. We've said this before. We're so hungry to just have everything be in a neat little box, and that's not your journey. That's not what you're here for. So I think it's, at least the impression I'm getting here, because of that, people are going and saying, well, I did this work, therefore I am this. I feel like there's some of you out there who have done, being a messenger kind of work or healing kind of work. And I can feel you smiling right now because it takes a long time to kind of develop that. I mean, some people can jump right in and do it. Certainly I haven't had angel souls up for very long, but I was hearing angels when I was a little girl. You know what I mean? So it's not something that I chose to start doing in my 30s, and I'm just trying to learn how to do it. I kind of already knew how to do it. So that's going to, so the varying degree of that message obviously is going to apply differently to everybody. But just be careful. Just be careful. Watch running away with yourselves. Don't be afraid to go take these things. We're not saying that, but just, and there's also this feeling like the spiritual teachings are almost getting cheapened in some way. Now, there's nothing wrong, and I've said this before to people, there's nothing wrong with being commercial. I don't think, because that's how you reach people. And angels, the feeling I've always gotten is they want you to reach people where they live. But it's what your intention is behind that. What starts to become your priority? Are you losing touch with the actual work in favor of, being able to call yourself something? Do you understand what I'm getting at? So just stay true to the work, I guess is what we're talking about here. All right, to the cards. That has been pressing on me for a week. I almost recorded these early, or this one early, because it was just like I had to get it out. So let's focus on May 9th. I have a feeling there, but let's see if the cards can give us some clarification. It's going to be an exciting week, a bit of a jumbled week. There's going to be a lot of different things going on. Yeah. Oh, the creative writing card is coming up. Oh, okay, this is funny. We were just talking about, what are your intentions? You know, it's not bad to want to be something or to get out there and do a certain kind of work and be recognized for it, I suppose. But if that's what you're going for. And then crystal clear intentions came up. Now I'm hoping the lighting is getting a little better with the reflection off these cards. I guess I'm just kind of looking at my little viewfinder down here to make sure that you can see it. So we'll get to that here in just a second. But let's start with the first card, which is clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel. So Raziel is cool. I love Raziel. If I was going to, now I don't, see this is another thing too. I don't do this where I'm like, oh, this archangel is for this sign and this, I don't even go down that road because everybody has a different take on it. But Raziel, if I was going to play that game, I would say Raziel is the Scorpio angel. And a lot of people, I've heard Ariel, I've heard all kinds of things, but I feel like Raziel is because he's mysterious kind of, and Azrael would probably, a lot of people would say Azrael would be a Scorpio angel if we were going to, like I said, play that game. But Raziel is just, he's all about esoteric wisdom, you know, the higher realms, downloads. He has sort of a sparkly rainbow energy, and he's sort of, at least my perception of him, he's a little bit wizard-like. I don't know. Again, that's just filtering through my brain, but he's fun. So you can work with him this week. So clairvoyance, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So the immediate thing, so there's that, and clairvoyance is used generically to, you know, kind of encompass all abilities like clairsentience and clairaudience and all that. And people usually say I'm just clairvoyant, meaning I can see things, but there are different kinds of ways of perceiving any messages. So that's something for you to be aware of as you come into this week, because Raziel might be giving you some piece of information that you need to know. Okay, so we do have clairvoyance here, so maybe it could be through a vision, seeing a sign somewhere out there. Okay, so just be aware of that. Yeah, I had a bunch of things coming through all at once, but that happens when I sit down. There's the staff. I don't know if you'll be able to see it over here. And it just looks like there's all the chakra colors there. So, yeah, thank you. So Raziel saying, in order for me to be able to get through, you have to be uncluttered. So try to do some chakra clearing this week, or just chakra activation. That's coming up as well. Here and here. The rest of this should be cleansed and cleared. So from the throat down, should be cleansed and cleared, but you're really focusing on this and the third eye and the crown this week. And he's adding in the heart. Okay. I had to look at, like, what are you pulling my attention to in this artwork? This angel has his hand over his heart. Okay. So work on that as well. The next card we have is creative writing. Archangel Gabriel, of course. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen, an article or book. Most of you know I'm working on a book right now. It's a lot of work because now I'm in the editing stage of it. So hopefully I'll have that out by the end of this year, but we'll see. So anyway, the creative writing card comes up. For a lot of you, for most of you actually, it's going to be journaling. Okay. Why? Well, because again, that helps clear things out. When you write things down, you could start seeing patterns. You can start seeing things that normally you would be numb to. And Gabriel is saying this is going to help you break through some wall this week. This feels like an emotional thing, like something maybe that's just sort of been hanging around for you that you've never really worked through or whatever. Or if you, let's say you've been single for a while and you're like, you know, meditate, angels of love and light, please come in and please help me understand, why am I single? All right, so you have your little meditation, you come on out and just start journaling. You can auto write. If you're going to auto write, make sure that you ask Michael to protect you, because other beings can come in and try to pose as an angel or an archangel or something like that, or, you know, just adds to your confusion about where the information is coming from. So you could take the auto writing approach, or again, just journal. And you might be surprised. You might see, well, I'm scared to be in a partnership. Every relationship I've ever been in, it's fallen apart, so on and so forth, or whatever. Okay, so this is a week where you're working through things. You're clearing the surface level space. Okay, so that means making some time for yourself, right? You're going to clear your chakras so you're a clear channel for information coming in. And then you're going to have some things probably for a lot of you coming up that you're going to have to address for yourself. Okay, so that's one layer of meaning with the writing, the creative writing card. Of course, that could be talking also to the writers out there. If you're needing some help, call on Archangel Gabriel. But don't give up on whatever it is that you're working on. The next card we have is let me try that again, okay? Crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael. Here's Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. That totally goes, here, I'll put this one up like this. That totally goes with that creative writing card and the journaling thing. So, wow, this whole message, because it kind of goes with that first part that we were talking about too. You know, so many of us think that we are doing, you know, like life is a formula. If I do this and I do this, I will have success. Just tell me the steps. So, and that's why people get so frustrated, especially with angelic readings. If someone's really tuning into the angel energy, I say this a million times over, it's not like a psychic reading the way we think of it. You're tapping into a higher frequency. So sometimes the messages are a little nebulous. Sometimes they don't make sense right away. And we as humans, we get so frustrated with that because, again, we're thinking of life as a formula. Give me the pieces of information that I need to have this outcome that I want. And they're saying, it's time for you to learn that's not how it goes. Okay? This is an algebra. Okay? I mean, to some extent, I guess there is some calculating going on with our lives, but some of us are getting off path because we're trying so hard to fit some mold, or we're trying to do things the way we've always been taught we should. So you're just starting to break out of that. I mean, for some of you, you might get really lucky and you'll have a complete breakthrough and you'll be able to carry forward. But others, have patience with yourself this week. Okay, this is not an easy thing to do, to uncondition yourself. Okay, the final card we have before we get on to the color card is Prosperity, Archangel Ariel. I've been working with Ariel quite a bit. She's been around me quite a bit. I love it. Your material needs are provided for as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Look at this whole thing that's sort of unfolding here. So there's this trusting your instincts, clearing, trusting what's coming through, and what signs you're seeing. Doing something like journaling to really see what your true intentions are, which was the next card. And when you figure this out, you're in tune with your heart's desire, your dreams can start taking off. Now, if you are, let's go back. If you are one of those impatient people, oh yay, this week I'm going to get everything I've ever desired. Well, if you do, great. But if you're really thinking like that and you're really seeing, but again, that goes right back to that formulaic kind of viewpoint of life. Let me get this done and this done and this done. And then I'll have my reward. I'll have my payoff. I can enjoy it. And then I never have to work again for the rest of my life because I got everything that I wanted. I mean, that's a ridiculous example. But what we're saying here and what we're trying to get people to understand is that there's so many more important things going on than what's happening on the surface. And we're being asked, to go deeper than that formula, okay, or how we see life as a formula. Go deeper than that. There's more information to be had. Yes, it's beautiful that we have been very fortunate to have so many beautiful, again, authors and teachers and everything come on out and get people used to the information. But the mistake that we are all making now is we're just staying in that first grade level of the info. Well, I read this book, I know everything. No, you're meant to take in that information, process it, and then see where it takes you deeper into that deeper, that deeper knowledge. I don't know why I kept saying that word, but you're being asked now to challenge yourself and to try to go further into understanding. All right. So a couple layers of things going on this week. Yes, you're trying to really figure out who you are and what you truly want and what truly is important. And I don't want to plant any seeds of suggestion. I do have things kind of floating around, but they're asking me not to just plop it out there because, it'll get some of you going off in the wrong direction. But I think there could be some, I keep calling it a coming to Jesus moment. If that phrase doesn't really suit you, it's this kind of sudden realization like, oh, why am I chasing that? Or, oh, yeah, the things that I've been worrying about, those really are not worth anything, and really starting to focus on what really matters as opposed to getting wound up in the day-to-day kind of thing, or being sophomoric in your approach to spirituality because, oh, I've had these experiences, therefore I'm qualified. There's so much more to the universe than what you're going to find in a book. And because you are divine, you know, a lot of that information is already encoded within you. So if you give it a chance, you know, you can let some of that come forward. See what the color card is. See what we have going on here. Oh, there it is. Amber, awaken your creativity. And then we had creative writing. The number is 15. That's really beautiful. So this is almost, I think, when you awaken your creativity, you're awakening that divine part of you, right? Because you're a co-creator of your own existence. You are here to emulate creator by helping with your own life, okay? That's why it also doesn't work, and why the angels don't typically come in and give you step by step. Do you understand? Because the whole idea here is to help you awaken so that you can tap into what you want to create in your world, and so that you're really on that spiritual path and really growing your soul instead of just getting all the answers thrown at you. So just be careful. This is one of those false prophet examples. So let's say you're going to, this is going to get sticky. Okay. Let's say you're going to somebody who says that they are an angel card reader. Yes, they would be getting angelic messages. That's all well and good. But the feeling I'm getting, and this has always been in my mind, you know, too, and I'm getting this message from them now, that there is kind of a difference between an angel medium and in some cases, not in all cases, but in some cases, an angel card reader. Now that's, again, I've always felt that too. I can't articulate why, and that's all they're giving me right now. So what we're getting at here is, you know, you might go to somebody who's reading angel cards, but that doesn't mean that they really know how to tap into angels. I know. People are going to get mad about that, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. But go ahead. Oh, and there's a plane. Hey. Clear, please. Just be careful of, okay, thank you. So they're saying like people are trying to be good. And this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But just make sure you're kind of practicing a little bit more before you're getting out there. And that's not to like, you know, doubt yourself or second guess yourself or anything like that. But really make sure you know what kind of beings you're tapping to if you're choosing to do angel cards, number 1. 2, if you're going to somebody who is an angel card reader, okay, watch the messages that are coming through. This is such a weird message, and I don't really know. Maybe it'll make sense as you guys go through your week. I don't know if somebody out there was or has been going to somebody who claims that they're an angel medium, but maybe they're not really an angel medium. There's this whole thing, and I mean, it could apply. I'm using the angel example because I'm an angel medium, but I mean, this could go across the board. Maybe there's a favorite psychic that you go to, but you know, I'm sorry, there's so much coming in. Bear with me here. I'm so sorry, guys, because if you're going to a psychic medium, just, you know, be careful about who you're going to and what you're listening to, and really pay attention in your body to how it feels. Now they're going back to the angel thing again, and they're saying you'll know you're getting true angelic wisdom when it feels empowering and it makes you believe in yourself and you feel amped up to go and do things for yourself, as opposed to somebody saying, well, I'm doing an angelic reading for you, and the angels say, first you need to do it this way, and then you do it this way, and then you do it this way. Very, very, very rarely do they do that. Very rarely. If they do, it's either just, you know, just to snap you out of something, and it's something you already knew anyway, so they're not revealing anything big, okay? And it's, you know, they'll do whatever they have to do to spark you, but it's not typical for them to just flat out give you the answers, but they will guide you, and again, you should feel very uplifted and ready to go forward in your life. Okay, so there it is. I hope that made some sense. I'm not sure if I was articulating that very well, but I try. I do what I can. So there it is, guys. Have a beautiful week, and of course, I'm sending you so much love. Take care.